Okay, let's go ahead and work on week 2, skills 3, page 4. And for question number 6, this one is very similar to question number 5, so I'm going to have you try it. And if you cannot answer it, you can go back to April 22, part 3, and look at question number 5. Then you come back and try to answer it, all right? If you still can answer it, you can always contact me, Class Dojo, text, phone call. Let me just very quickly. This question is asking you, when finished, what would be the area? So we are looking at area, and you know that area equals length times width. Okay, let's look at number 7. Brett counted the square spaces on a rectangular game board. Each space had an area of 1 square inch. On the game board, there were 8 rows of spaces with 24 spaces in each row. What is the area of the game board in square inches? So let's analyze our information. So we are talking about Brent, and he was counting square spaces on a rectangular game board. Each space had an area of 1 square inch. On the game board, there were 8 rows of spaces with 24 spaces in each. And here is my question. What is the area of the game board in square inches? I know they are asking me to find area, so I know that I am going to need area equals length times width. Okay, so now let me use the information. They're telling me that Brent is putting square spaces on a rectangular game board. So I know I have a rectangle, right? And it's telling me that it has 8 rows with 24 spaces on each row. So if I were to be counting rows, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I know I had 8 rows. 8 rows times how many spaces in each? 24. If I would be counting spaces in each row, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, until I got to 24. So that means I have 8 rows with 24 spaces on each row. 8 times 24. So how do I apply that to my formula? I want to know the area. So I know I have a number times a number equals my area. What are my 2 numbers? Well, my 2 numbers that I am going to use are my rows and my spaces. And that's going to give me my area. So I can use my lots of love to figure this out. I can use 24 times 8. And 8 times 4 is 32. I regroup my 3. 8 times 2 is 16. 17, 18, 19. I know that my area will be 192 square inches. Is that one of my answer choices? Letter A, 32 square inches. Letter B, 1,632 square inches. Letter C, 192 square inches. Letter D, 64 square inches. And yes, I know that my answer is letter C, 192 square inches, because 8 rows times 24 spaces in each row equals 192.